So a lot of people have been asking us over the last few months, where's James? Where's James? What's happened to James? Well, here he is. And James has got a story to tell. It's not bad. He didn't die from COVID or any of the other things that people were speculated on. And he didn't actually win the lottery and go off to the Philippines. But anyway, you're here, James. You're still breathing.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Yeah, so tell us what's happened, mate. Tell us what's happened in your life, the big event.
In a nutshell, really, it's all the recent events of the past couple of years. We've had Brexit, the Suez Canal, one thing led to another, and unfortunately it's caused my company to become insolvent, which is a real shame because, you know, I've been doing it for 24 years. I built this company up and, you know, it went from strength to strength. We became VAT registered, we became limited and, you know, and it was really doing well. All of these things collated and the company took a hit.
Yeah.
It was a fair-sized job for me that we were being filmed on, doing the latest one, and just couldn't recover from it, unfortunately. Yeah. So we had to take the decision, do what we can to recover, or do we just let it go? We took the decision to let it go, but then my decision was, do I continue trading as a sole trader? Do I try and set up a new company?
Yeah.
And I think in discussions with my wife and others and that, we just sort of came to a decision like, why don't I just try something different for a change? I've always worked for myself. I've always had my own company.
Yeah.
And maybe now's the time to just let that go and get a job. Get a proper job.
Get a proper job. Yeah.
And that's what I did. I'd never been for an interview before. Never had a CV. Never had to because I've just worked for myself. I got a CV made up when I searched up online how to do it.
Yeah.
Put in what I knew about myself and put it out there. Applied for a few jobs, got turned down quite quickly because, you know, the building industry has changed a lot from when I first started.
Yeah.
So now it was everything CSCS card. I knew nothing about, I heard of them, but I knew nothing about how to get one or whatever you need. So I applied for a few jobs, site manager, because that's, you know, project manager.
Yeah.
I thought I'd, you know, just try it. But a lot of them just said no because I don't have the relevant qualifications. And one company said, yes, come for an interview. So I went, okay. So I went for the interview. I applied for the job on a Thursday. They phoned up within an hour.
Right.
I went for the interview on the Monday. On the Tuesday morning, they phoned up and said, can you start on Thursday?
Yeah.
Like, well, I mean,
and you couldn't.
Well, yeah, I couldn't straight away. I said, well, we'll push it to Monday.
Yeah.
Almost the perfect opportunity for me because my van insurance was running out on the Thursday. And I thought, well, I need to get rid of that.
Yeah.
They were providing me with a company vehicle.
Yeah.
They've provided me with everything.
So what have you got? What's the company vehicle you got?
I've got a Ford Ranger.
Have you?
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, that's a step up from your
from the
old
Transit.
van,
And it's it's automatic.
Yeah.
It's nice, real comfortable, heated seats. Like right back in there.
Yeah.
I was a bit concerned I might get fat driving around all day, but
you're moving about.
There's plenty of walking
you're
around.
Looking fit. I've got to say, you are looking fit, and you're looking. You know, I mean, you've always had a smile on your face. I think everyone has commented on that. You know, whatever's gone wrong, you've always had a smile on your face. You've carried on. Just to give people a little bit of background, a little bit of idea. We started filming James on this big job, a couple of side extensions, doubling the size of a house, really, wasn't it? You put in 3 bathrooms, you gutted the other place, and you've done loads and loads of work there. Great work. I don't think anybody could fault it. Okay, there's the odd thing that people might, I don't do it like that, I don't do it like this, but generally, very, very high standard of work. I've got to just say this, James, a lot of people won't know this, and I don't want to put you on the spot here, but you are a religious man, aren't you?
Yeah.
You are a church-going man, and that's what governs you. You and Ian, actually. You don't do dodgy deals, you don't do anything wrong, you stick right to the line, pay your taxes, pay your, the VAT, you don't try and dodge that, you don't try
everything by the book.
You don't try and hire illegal immigrants. But unfortunately, in this world, you're up against people who are ducking and diving and taking cash and doing all the other things.
Yeah, this is true.
And it puts you at a slight disadvantage. And then when it comes to pricing a job like that, we know, you're best, you priced it. I think you priced it tight, but okay, you're looking at it. When we start looking around at similar jobs to that now, some of these people, I mean, just incredible what they charge. So it was always going to be tight for you. Then, of course, we had that bad weather. I remember the bad weather.
Yeah,
we had all kinds of material shortages, didn't we?
Yeah.
We had changes, like suddenly with those wind posts had to be put in, and all those things that slowed it down. And the brickers, when can we start? Well, you can't start because we haven't got the wind posts. And
That's been, I think, probably my biggest downfall, and it always has been. When I've started a job and they start putting extras into the job, I never price them as much as they should be. I've always, it's always one of those things, oh, well, I'm here already, so I could do it for that. And I shouldn't have thought like that. I should never have done it like that.
Yeah.
And, that mixture of that along with all the other things. I don't want to blame myself, of
No,
course.
well, of course, I don't think.
But I think that's probably one of the...
I don't think you should blame yourself. What I would say is that you're not a ruthless businessman. You're probably not even, to be fair, you're probably not even a businessman. You're a builder. You love your work. You've enjoyed doing your work, but the business side of it is a complete headache for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you're sitting there in the evening. I know you told me I've got to do all this blooming pricing up, invoicing, getting everything sorted out, and that didn't give you any pleasure whatsoever.
No.
Right, so that's a huge extra burden on you after working, say, 40 hours a week on site, to go home to have to do all those things in the evening. So now you're giving yourself, what I hope is your midpoint in life, you're giving yourself a different experience and trying something else. And I think that's great, So it's still in the building industry.
Yeah.
You're going around to big sites. We won't say the company you're working for obvious reasons, I think. And it's a German company.
It's German kitchens. It's a German kitchen company.
They're looking after you.
They really are. They're very well organised.
It's high-end stuff.
It is. And, they've gone through their own problems over the past couple of years, like everybody has. All businesses have.
Yeah.
It's quite a difficult period I'm joining them in on.
Yeah.
But, there's an end in sight to that. And we're being called in. There's extra project managers coming in now, me being one of them. And we're pretty much trying to help to alleviate all of these problems, get everything back on track. And functioning as the efficient German machine that it always had done. So that's sort of the aim, and that's what we're working towards. So.
But it has been incredibly disruptive for so many people. But we know about all the material shortages. We know the COVID thing. I would say the COVID thing has been massive, hasn't it? Because we got weeks on end where you were sitting at home, and being a limited company, you couldn't take anything from the government.
No.
You got no support from the government. You just got to weather it, and other people I know that were taking support from the government, carrying on working for cash and all the rest of it. I'm not being judgmental here, but it does. Yeah, that's not a level playing field, is it?
You've got to do what you've got to do, and what's offered, you've got to take it. But unfortunately, as a limited company, we weren't offered that.
So you would have had it if you were offered.
I probably would have done. I would have taken advantage. I mean, I did take advantage of certain things that we could do, like a VAT deferral, but then the material prices went up, and it's like, well, now this money I've been putting aside, I now need to use that for that, and then it just snowballed, really, unfortunately.
You are where you are. And we're very, very sorry to miss you. I must say, I'm just going to put this on record now, because a lot of people are saying, well, if you hadn't wasted all that time filming, you might have got the job done a bit faster. And I do feel guilty about that to a certain extent, but I did try and give you a bit of time, didn't I?
Oh, definitely. No, you really helped out. I mean, aside from, helping us out with tools here and there that obviously help, your contacts in the wind posts, we got them turned around super quick. Stuff like that we would never have been able to turn it around so quick. And your labour coming on and helping, and you did it free of charge, and I really appreciate that. Even stuff that people didn't see filmed, like the last time you came and knocked down a wall for us. You and Alex, your son, came and...
I wasn't fishing for compliments.
No, but I want people to know that you're not a slacker.
Just that I know that there were people who are going, oh, those customers are really good, aren't they, letting you film all that? And they were good letting us film it. Let's be fair. There was nothing in it for them particularly, except I would say that it's actually a quality control. When people are being filmed doing a job, they do actually, I've got to be right, because it's being judged by minutes. Not that you would do it wrong anyway. And I think that's one of the problems, because there's so many people who chuck it in, and I know there'll be people watching this go, oh, what a shame, I wanted that guy to do my job. And I was talking to your next customer the other day that you had to let down because suddenly you're not in the game, and you were lined up to do another extension and hopefully make some money out of that one. But anyway, no, I think for you, mate, it's a good decision. And I think everybody, watching this will wish you well with it. And,
thank you.
We're going to miss you. We're going to miss you without getting too tearful.
No, well, you never know. I might be able to make an appearance here and there.
Well, I'm hoping you can. We've got a little project coming up soon that doesn't require you to do anything, leave your home, and I think you might be interested in it. So James, I hope James will be back on Skill Builder in a slightly different capacity. I'm not going to tell you what at the moment, but watch his space. But yeah, thanks for coming around and putting the record straight, putting a line under that. And as I say, we're very sorry to see you go. Not least because I've got to go out and find new builders. If you've got projects that you think are interesting to us, then let us know and maybe we'll come and film you and then you can go bankrupt.
It's been my absolute pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Brilliant. Okay, James.
We're allowed to do that again now.
Good,
there you
man.
go.
Oh, yeah, we are, yeah. We're over it. Cheers. All the best.
Thanks, mate.
Where's James?
Hello, mate. Oh, man.